few minutes because.
And we're live, but nobody's watching. Nobody's going to see this except for maybe Sims50 who watches it later. So, what's up, Sims50? Hoping you're having a great Monday morning. I know you're probably coming in going, what? There's a Dustin and Cassie show? Well, it's Dustin's show now. She just walked away. I don't know where she's over here doing something. So, yeah, we're back. Episode 34. We've been on hiatus for, I don't know, a month and a half maybe now. When was it we did our last show? It's been over a month. I know it's been over a month. We decided to go ahead and do a show tonight. We went on break, if you don't remember, because I'm probably going to have to repeat this because people want other people show up.
Just give it a minute.
Yeah, nobody's watching.
Go turn that off.
Yeah, anyway. I'm sitting here just chilling, waiting for that number to tick up. Say we got one viewer. We going live. I love how we did the thumbnail. We're on for 2 seconds, and then you just take off on me. It's hot in our house, folks. We don't have any air conditioning. We haven't had any air conditioning this year. It's hot. We're working on getting it fixed. We thought it was just needing a recharge. It's more than just a recharge. We need a whole new AC unit. Ours has a hole in it. So, yeah. We're going to have to drop a couple grand to get a new air conditioning unit. So, anyway, what's going on with y'all? How's things been? How's your mom and them? I don't know. Nobody's here. I'm just talking to myself. So,
Even live? Nobody probably knows that we're live now.
Does it say, did you get a notification that we're live? I didn't get a notification that we're live.
Yes.
You did get a notification that we're live?
Yes, I did. Okay.
Because I was getting emails that we were live before, and now I'm not.
I did get a notification.
Okay. No.
I'm here, finally.
There's bugs all over my computer screen. It is what it is, though.
All right. And I will post it.
She's posting it on Facebook, so we're going to watch them numbers go up.
Maybe.
Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. We don't know. Do you want to pop in and say hi? Pop in and say hi.
What's up?
That wasn't hi.
Hi.
What's
There you
your
go.
YouTube? Dr. Wells?
YouTube.com/Dr. Wells. And that's why we don't let you on camera. You're not the Terminator. Anyways,
Okay. So I'll tag all our friends.
Papa Pepper just called me, like right when I was getting this set up to go on live. I'm like, I haven't talked to him in like a month. His phone's been broke. He dropped it in a cup of coffee. And he was actually on the phone with me when he dropped it in a cup of coffee. And then it wouldn't work. And then he called me from his wife's phone just to let me know that he dropped his phone in a cup of coffee. And he hasn't called me since. He's been busy. That's fine. He hasn't been ignoring me, he said. So, but that was cool. I could talk to him briefly, knowing that his phone's up and working again. So, yeah.
All right. I posted it. We'll see what happens.
Did you tag me in it?
Yes. There's one thumbs up, so somebody's watching.
Somebody's watching. Marcy, I knew Marcy would be the first one. I'm like, she's gonna post that Marcy's gonna be the first one that jumps in. I know it. Hello, Marcy. Hello, Canada. Good day, eh? Good day.
Sorry.
She's doing business.
It's sundown.
Michael crosses. Our neighbors are watching. What's up, Michael? The window's open. But anyway, it still only says there's one person. Oh, now it says there's two people watching. Sweet. So we're back this week. Marcy says, not too good for me, but I feel better now. Thanks. Thank ya. Cindy's on. What's up, Cindy? Ugh, bug in my face. Eli, where's the fly swatter?
So we got
Right over
home
there.
today. We got home from tonight from being we went to your mom's for fellowship, and we got home and somebody left the light on in the front door.
That's not the one I wanted. The other one's on the counter.
Somebody left the light on at the front door, so I had to unlock the door and try to come in
With a million bugs flying around the light.
everywhere.
So we got our electric fly swatter, so we get some bugs flying in front of us, we'll just zap them. Like there's a.
Did you kill the deer behind you? No, it is his grandpa's.
My grandfather
deer.
killed that deer on my parents' farm that they had in Lower Michigan in 1993. He shot that. So, and when he passed away, that was one of the things I got when he passed away. That and a pickup truck that I was in the process of buying from him at the time, and I got to basically just stop. I was making payments to my grandpa on the truck, and then my aunts and uncles said, "Hey, just stop. Don't worry about it. That's the last thing you got from him, other than the deer." So
we kind of argue about the deer, honestly.
She doesn't like it
because I don't like it. I think it's weird.
I like it. It has sentimental value to me.
That's the only reason you like it. And that's the only reason that it's in my living room. But when eventually it will end up in his office because that's just the way
My
it's going
office,
to be.
den, man cave.
Whatever. Just
whatever you
not in
wanna
my
call it.
living room. You know I love you when I'm allow it to stay.
When we lived in Alabama, I had an apartment. It wasn't allowed to go up. Our apartment had a storage, like a little storage room off of our patio, and it was hanging on a nail in the wall inside this little storage
Well, part of the
building.
reason that we didn't have it up though, when then is because when Eli was a baby, it freaked him out and it scared him, and so we didn't have it up for that reason. But yeah.
Cindy thinks they're creepy.
I think it's
Cindy
creepy.
doesn't know what's good for her.
Why do you need something dead in your house?
It would have been good eating.
But it's dead and it's on my wall. It's creepy.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's a battle that I won't win, and that's okay.
That thing right there is from a dead animal.
But it's not fur and it's not skin.
No, that's a horn. What's that thing have on it?
Okay, but it's fur.
I'm giving her crap about her shofar that's on the mantle.
There's a difference. It's a horn. It's not an actual dead animal.
It's a part of a dead animal, just like that's
Did
a
it
part.
die?
That's a part of a dead animal.
It was dead when they took the horn off of it.
I'm not too sure on the kudu how that works. If they shed them every year or what?
That it's staring at you.
Yes, exactly, Cindy. It's staring at you.
No, it's not.
Creepy.
It's not staring at us. It's looking over there.
Oh my gosh.
It's actually looking at the shofar on the mantle. That's what it's looking at. Or maybe it's looking at itself in the mirror. I don't know.
Can you guys hear the fans?
I can hear the bugs outside through the window.
My back itches. Where's my back scratcher? No, where's my creepy back scratcher? I'm like,
Yeah,
Gina.
talk about creepy things. Look at this. Look at this back scratcher she bought.
It's amazing.
It's not even that sharp. I use them like I'd rather have somebody's actual fingernails.
Oh, that feels good. So 2 weekends ago, we had a camp out that we always do. And we went to, every year we have a camp out around the 4th of July. Well, we started it last year when we just decided to make it tradition. So we did it this year too.
Tradition!
And it's fun.
Tradition!
So, oh my gosh, stop.
Tradition!
So friends of ours come over.
If I were a rich man.
Okay.
Sorry.
So friends of ours come over and they camp in the yard. We sleep in the house. They camp in the yard and
That's how we roll.
We cook, we drink, we play games, we light fireworks. We just have fun, just relaxing and being ourselves.
Chilling.
So, where was I? Oh, we had the camp out, and then
Is there water in that?
you and I, yes, sir. You and I went to, or our family, everybody left on Saturday, and we went to the creek right down the road.
There's ice chunks.
Yeah, I know. Don't eat on my ice. We went to the creek right down the road, and I got sunburned bad.
She got baked.
Like I literally had blisters, and we're only out there for like an hour. Anyways, I got the day before I got burnt on my neck, and
There you go. Thank you.
Gina put some silver gel on my back. She braided my hair and she put silver gel on my back from just the little bit that I had got on the 4th, and then being out in the sun made it worse.
Nobody said if they could hear the fans or not. I'm wondering if
She
we're
said
still
not
live.
really.
Oh, did she? Oh, okay, my bad.
And so, so I got totally burnt just in the hour that we were outside. I had blisters. So my burn has been peeling, and so yeah, it hurt and it's itchy. And when you don't have AC or you don't have air and it's hot and you're sticky, it itches even more. So it's like I'm constantly going like this and like this, and we couldn't find the back scratcher. So I went to Hobby Lobby the other day, and I like bears, and so I got this. And it's not sharp. And it's not a real bear claw.
Yeah, she likes it because it's a fake bear paw. If it was a real bear paw, she'd be like,
I would be mad.
A bear died for that.
Anyways.
So I'll never be able to go bear hunting and skin a bear and bring home a bear skin rug.
I will beat the living crap out of you.
What if I could make you like a coat out of it?
No.
With the head down, and you can pull the head over you.
Oh my gosh, I would kill you.
Cassie, she bear. You can still have the arms with the claws still in it. Rawr. What if the bear was attacking me and that's why I had to kill it? What if the bear was attacking me? What if I was in the woods and the bear was attacking me and it was either
that is the only way that you kill a bear.
Good. Now I know the scenario I have to set up then.
But you can kill it, but don't bring it home to me.
She said, come and hunt a moose. I don't know. For a non-clean animal, I'd only want to hunt it for like the value of its fur. And since I couldn't mount the thing because she doesn't like those, I don't think I'd have any reason to want to hunt a moose. I'd rather try to catch a moose and ride it. Those things are tall. Well, like I've heard stories about like semi-truck drivers in Canada who've hit moose and like totaled their semi-trucks. So yeah, I'm not much of a hunter. I would love to go hunting. I just don't have time, and my land here, I don't have enough land to go hunting on. Plus, with having dogs, deer don't tend to come around. Chrissy Johnson's watching. Hey, Chrissy. But I mean, I'd love to go hunting. I'd love to, harvest, a few deer a year and put them in the freezer because I love venison. She's not a big fan of it, but it has to be cooked a certain way.
Jamie's done it, and I don't always tell that that's what it is, so it's not that bad. It depends
venison tacos.
Yeah, like it depends. And we had one year where when we were in Montana. When we lived in North Dakota, we went to Montana, though. Our church was in Montana, and a couple from our church invited us over, and she cooked. It
was axis deer.
Yeah.
Her husband went to Texas, went hunting, and got an axis deer.
And they made like fried chops, and it was so good. I was like, I'm not gonna like this. It's not gonna be good, and it was delicious. Even the gravy and everything that she made with it was so good. Mm-hmm.
Axis deer are the deer that have spots on them all the time. So, like a white-tailed deer a fawn has spots, and then it gets older, the spots go away. Axis deer, they have spots all the time. So they make a pretty nice, they make a pretty hide. Mercy said before she came to tour, she ate moose. Yuck, it was bad. I've heard that bear is bad too. Like it's a really greasy meat, not all that good. I've never had it, but
Anyways,
she's on her phone doing business. If you soak it in milk overnight, it takes the gamey taste out. I don't think deer tastes gamey. That's just me. It just tastes good. Now fish, I think fish tastes fishy, I guess. I don't like panfish, like perch or bluegill, like walleye. I'm not a fan of those. I like the deep sea whitefish, like cod or pollock, things like that. BJ Smith's on. Not it's mother's milk, he says. John Wiles is on. Hey, John. What did Marcy say? Fish is, I'm guessing that's young. The head? Ew. Fish head? Yuck. No. Ugh.
sorry, y'all.
She's doing ZT's by Cassie business.
It's after sundown. And the guy messaged me last night, and so I told him he had to wait till sundown. So he messaged me like literally at sundown again and said, "Hey, so
Put in your order. Leave us alone." No.
Shut up.
I'm just picking.
He's so rude.
I'm just picking. Just picking. I'm just trying to do the show with you. Keep the ball rolling.
Okay.
So anyway. So we're back this week.
Weird.
We're back this week. I don't know if we're gonna be back next week or not. I'm not all the way done with my insurance stuff. I've got most of it done. I've got 20 of the 24 hours of continuing education done that I need.
And he's been doing great with all his tests.
Yeah, I've been passing. That's all I need to do.
Hey, that's all you need to do is pass.
Right. Well, see,
You haven't failed any.
I'm the type. Okay, I'm the type that I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So, like with this stuff, there's practice exams that you can take ahead of the real exam. And I normally be like, I need to get 100 on all my practice exams before I take the final exam so I can ace the final exam. Because if I can get a perfect score, I want to go for a perfect score. That's just the way I am. But with the insurance stuff, it's not like that, even from the very beginning. Like even taking the test to get my license, you have to score at least a 70%. You go and take the test, you answer all the questions, and then you get either a pass or fail. That's it. They don't tell you what you scored, none of that. You don't know what you got right, got wrong. It's either pass or fail. And I passed, even though I felt like I was failing the test. So when it comes to the continuing education, it's pretty much the same thing. Although the program I use does show me which ones I got right, which ones I got wrong. But normally I'd be like, I'm my phone might die too. It's at like 36%. It's dropped 4% since we started.
Okay, we go get our chargers.
But normally I'd be like, I need to get 100%. I just need to get 100%. But with the insurance stuff, I'm like, I don't have to. 70% is passing. So as long as I get above 70, I'm fine with it. So that's what I've decided to do, and I've passed every one of them that I've taken. So normally I'd be like, I'm gonna get this down pat. This time I'm like, I don't need to. It's not a requirement to be 100% score. So do what I need to do to be able to move on and get going with everything else. So one more test to do. Hopefully I'll get that knocked out this week.
Where's mine?
And then I don't have to worry about it for a few more months. I'll need to start for the following year. Start into it. So yeah. Let's see what's going on. I'll give them a garden report.
It sucks. No, I shouldn't say that. It doesn't suck. It was right there on the wall.
I got one.
So, okay, we do have a garden. Okay, so funny story though, at the camp out that we had, Zach was like, I want to grill some wings. And I was like, okay, go ahead. So Zach and Jamie came over and her parents came over. And we had the Mutrias and the Bowers and Lita Brands and Wiles. Who else came? Your mom.
Papa Pepper.
Your mom came.
Kevin's in the room.
The Woodsons, the Crosses.
Oh, he
I feel
watched
like
the
I'm
ads.
missing somebody. I don't know. Anyways,
I
I feel like I'm missing somebody.
yeah, the
Hutzlers. Yeah, the Hutzlers were there.
But did you say the Brewbakers?
Oh, and the Brewbakers, yes.
Yeah.
So we had a few different families here.
There's like a dozen families here almost.
So not everybody stayed the night. Anyways, so Zach came in and he's like, I want to grill some wings. And I was like, go ahead, use the grill. Well, there was
it sounded like
ashes.
she said grill some wings.
There was some ashes in the grill. And he says, where can I put these? In the garden? And I was like, oh, go ahead. Because I knew I hadn't grilled in like 3 days. So it should have been fine. So he puts them in the garden. And then he grills. And we're all sitting around. And then we're playing this golf game that your mom brought over.
It's a ladder golf where you got the 1, 2, 3, and you have the golf balls on strings. You toss that to wrap it around.
So then all of a sudden there's smoke coming up, and I'm like, it's smoking. And Zach's like, oh, it'll be okay. And then it hit me last night when Tom and Mary got here. They asked if they could use our grill, and I said yeah. And so I totally forgot that they used the grill, so it was still hot. And then we're sitting there playing the game, and all of a sudden there's flames.
And I was in town.
You were gone. And so we're trying to hook up the hose.
Philip and Scott and I went to run to the liquor store to pick some stuff up.
So we're trying to hook up the hose. And so a nice little chunk, because it was spreading quickly. And
it's probably about the size of our dining room table, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gone.
The garden got
caught on fire.
Zach's like, it won't get in the grass. It's okay.
Right.
But we do have 20 tomato plants. We have 3 cucumber plants, and because we never put up a trellis, they're all over, they're just spread. Same thing with our beans.
Is there any of those half ones that
no
the tomatoes are on that we can move?
No.
Oh.
I don't know. But we need to tie the tomato plants up because they're just next to the thing. We didn't even tie them up. We have sucked at our garden this year.
Big time.
My potatoes are doing amazing in my little dishwasher, but that's it. The tomatoes are growing, the cucumbers are growing, but nothing else. Eli said there's cantaloupe out there too. Yeah, mustard. And so there's stuff out there. The cool thing is I've only watered once this year because we've had so much rain.
Y'all, I went up to Nebraska this past week. There is in the river basin up there is still all kinds of flooding. There is still fields completely covered in water, like those rotating irrigation arms that you see to water a field. The wheels that everything rides up on are still below the water. You can't see them. There's silos that the sides of them are pushed in. The grain's all spilled out on the ground. There's houses that are still surrounded with water that people can't get to them. I told her there's going to be food shortages. I mean, that's a main growing area all up through there, and it got hit hard. So my advice to you guys, start picking up some extra canned goods and start storing up some extra stuff. Or if you're not growing your own food and you still buy a lot of stuff from the store, start buying extras because there's going to be shortages.
Yeah, this year
start stocking up.
So weird.
Spend an extra $20-$30 a week buying some canned goods, stuff you can just store up that'll last a while. Or if you're growing a garden and you're canning, can all that you can possibly can. And then still buy some at the store if you need to.
Yeah.
Get it ahead of time.
So it's producing. It's just not what.
It's not going to be what we have.
No, it's not going to be what we had.
Last year we were already harvesting at this time.
Okay, so yes, I'm growing potatoes in a dishwasher. We bought a new dishwasher in January because ours was not working at all.
It was on its last leg.
So we found one that was on sale and we got a really good deal on it. And so we bought a new dishwasher. Well, I had seen different things where you could grow potatoes in boxes and stuff like that. And so last year we grew potatoes in the ground and they didn't do that well at all. And for me, it was a pain in the butt to go out there and try to dig them up because they spread. And so
shoot 6 deer. I like the idea of shooting 6 deer.
It was me being on the ground digging up potatoes, and it just was a pain in the butt. So I told Dustin I wanted to take the dishwasher and take everything out of it and then put dirt in it and put the potatoes in there and let them grow inside of that. So then the potatoes are in a contained environment, so it will be easy just to dig it up and and do whatever.
But yeah, she buried the dishwasher halfway in the ground. I'm like, just leave it sitting on top of the ground.
It has to look nice. It looks nice out there the way that it is. But even if we have to dig inside, yes, Eli and Walker did an amazing job. So, but the dishwasher is like filled with, I mean, you can barely see the outside of the dishwasher because the leaves are like just all over the place because the potatoes are growing great. So hopefully we get a pretty good harvest of that. Not that we eat much potatoes. Like that's the one thing that we don't eat a lot of.
I can eat a mess of potatoes if they're around.
So anyways, it's been working really well. I like it.
So we just need to get a bunch of dishwashers then and just grow everything in those?
No, you can't do everything, but we probably could do carrots that way.
That'd be a good way to get some nice uniform carrots.
Yeah.
So a lot of times if you have hard rocky ground, your carrots kind of have to do all this to get.
Well, you need like a sandy. Okay, you're done. You're done. I can't take it anymore. I was being nice.
Take the chips in there.
That's my water. Go get your own.
Give me some ice water, please, too. Please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love you, son.
Will you please get your dad some ice water? And will you please bring me the mason jar of water? The guy wants to know my phone number.
No, dude, you can't have my wife's number. You can say, here's my email address. I would say not for the business, no. But tiny jackets and knickers are also a nice way to get uniform kids. That's funny.
We'll see how it works. I bet you if it works great, you won't complain.
Knickers.
About it.
I haven't heard somebody use the word knickers in a long time. What are you, British?
I bet you if it works great and you don't have a lot of work to do, that you will appreciate my dishwasher potatoes.
Okay, I'm actually the one that had the idea of saving the dishwasher to go with potatoes in. If you don't remember correctly.
No, well, because I wanted you to build a box, and you said, "What can we use?"
We'll just use the dishwasher. I'll take all the electrical components off of it, and it's got a thing where the water normally goes into. You could hook the hose up to it if you want to, and the water could drain out. We could drill a couple holes in the bottom so it gets and like. We can just leave it sitting on top of the ground. Leave it on top of the ground. So that way, when it's time to harvest, you just tip the thing over and grab your potatoes out of the dirt. She wants to bury it in the ground, and so that's what happened.
Because that looks pretty that way.
You know what would have looked even prettier?
Looks like
you could have took out paint out there. You could have painted something on the side of it, and it would look pretty.
Everything that I have painted has turned out crappy. Gina
okay, sorry. You could have let Sarah go out there and paint something on the side of it.
Just saying.
You know what you could do? You could paint make it look like it's dirt, and you can show potatoes underneath of it. In the dirt.
That would be kind of cool.
Like a side profile.
Maybe we can do that next year. We can just dig it up.
Yeah.
It's not all the way in the ground.
Y'all, there's only like this much of a dishwasher sticking. When the dishwasher is like this tall, there's only this much of it sticking out of the ground. There's more in the ground. There's more in the ground than there's out of the ground. It won't be hard
for you to pull it up.
And I'll just use a little S10 that could. Oh, speaking of the little S10 that could.
John asked us the question a while ago.
What John asked? What John asked?
He asked how the heat has been this week.
I can't reach that over there.
So he asked how the heat's been this week.
Been great for me.
How's the heat been, honey?
It's hot in our house. We don't have any AC. We thought the AC just needed a recharge. Zach's dad is an AC tech, and he was here back in April when Jamie had surgery. And he took a look at it, checked everything over, and he thought it was just low on Freon and needed a recharge. And so
bugs are flying around.
We finally, I talked to a guy about figure out how much it would cost to recharge it, and so the guy came out this past week to do it.
Thank you.
And as it turns out, there's a hole in our unit on the outside of the house. So like he was pushing this sealant stuff to try to seal up. So we figured there's probably a small hole somewhere. Thank you, Eli. We figured there was a small hole somewhere since we lost our Freon. And Zach's dad said they can push the sealant and it'll seal up little pinholes. Well, there was more than a pinhole apparently. And
it was like spewing out the side.
I need to go out there and take a look at it tomorrow too and see if I can see how big of a hole it is. So our air conditioning unit shot. So we have fans running. Hi, Hosanna.
I still have your skirt, Hosanna.
Does she leave a skirt here?
Yeah.
Y'all need to come out our way sometime. Maybe after Wisconsin or
Yeah,
something.
I need some baby lovins. Some baby snuggles. Anyways, they came out to look at the air conditioner. It can't be fixed, so we need to get a new unit. So we went from $300 to $500 to like $3,000.
So, yeah. So that's where we're at now.
Here's the deal, okay? Because I get kind of annoyed with certain things. Here's the deal.
Orange peel.
During the day, it's not like it's tolerable. It's whatever. It is what it is.
Kevin says, then you plant potatoes in the AC unit.
So
there's a lot of aluminum that we could just sell it.
It is what it is, whatever. But at nighttime, there's like, it's still hot, and I'm not sleeping that great. But let's see if I can do this where I don't break anything. So ignore a mess, okay? This is one side of our house. Do you see any windows? No windows. Okay. Here's the other side. There's one window there, and there's another window there. That is the windows in the living room. We have two.
On the what side is the house? East side? On the east
North.
No, north's that way.
The west. The sun sets over there.
It rises in the east,
Yeah,
sets in the west.
It rises over there.
That way. Okay.
And it sets over there.
So this is technically the west side of the house.
The west side is over that way. The corner.
Okay, what side of the house are you pointing at?
The corner over there.
Okay, what side of the house are you pointing at?
Oh my gosh, whatever.
That side of the house faces west. This side of the house faces east. And then north and south.
That is north. That is east. That is south. And that is west. North is over there.
Yeah. That end of the house is the north side of the house. This is the west side of the house. That's the east side of the house. So the east side of the house, has one window on it. It's a little window over top of our kitchen sink. That's the only window on the east side of the house. The west side of the house, we have 2 windows in our bedroom, 2 here in the living room, 1 in the kitchen, and then 1 in the other bedroom. And then the end room has on the south side has a window in it. And then there's nothing on that end of the house in our bedroom because that's a bathroom and a closet.
So anyways.
And nothing on that side in our bedroom either. Don't get a lot of good circulation.
I even have some proof.
West side.
There's
I might
no
have crossed my fingers
circulation
wrong.
at
It's supposed to
all.
go that way? I don't
There's
know.
no circulation at all.
Right
now
window
there is
side.
because the way the
See,
fans
Gina
are.
even says window side is west side.
Listen, the west side is that way, okay? So what does that make that side?
You're pointing at the same wall.
Okay. Never mind. I'm done.
Our house is square, honey.
Anyways, this right here, 95 degrees. That's typically what it is during the afternoon / evening. And it doesn't it gets about 90, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning. So, yes, I understand. Never mind.
Gina, I love it that you're on my side for once.
Anyways, the front of the house is
Windows 10 or Windows 7. I think these are Windows 38 and a half or something.
The front of the house is completely during the day. It's under like it's hot. It's just period. It's hot anyhow. And so my biggest issue is at nighttime, I have a hard enough sleeping anyways. And then you add in being hot and sweaty, and that just makes it worse. So there's no breeze in here. There's no cross breeze because there's no windows on the other side of the house. And it's a pain in the butt. We just went and spent $100 on fans, 2 fans. That are like
really move
super,
the air.
Yeah, they super move the air circulation. So hopefully that will help a little bit until we can get it fixed. But it is what it is. So we're both, he works, y'all know. He's gone Sunday through Friday, working his tail off. And I've been doing, shut up.
See, I don't have a tail.
Nobody wants to see your butt but me.
I was just trying to make my butt so I don't have a tail.
And I've been working hard at Zeets, but my Zeets,
I bet you some other people are like, he's not about to moon us, is he?
But my Zeets pay for my medical bills that I have a bunch of, and so it's not been a fun thing. We're just trying to save money to be able to do that. So, and once my medical stuff is done, then we'll have Eli's stuff. And
John
so,
said that you guys come over in time for a break and a swim.
That's exactly what I just said.
I know, but Jen won't go swim with me, and I'm not going to go swim without her.
I'm all up for a swim.
We're going to the creek down by our house next weekend.
So it's been really hot, and poor Gina. Yesterday I was very cranky and I was miserable, and yeah.
She wasn't nice yesterday.
I wasn't.
She was mean.
I was hot and I was tired and I was cranky.
You know what though? I only got like 4.5 hours of sleep yesterday, and I wasn't as cranky as you were.
Yeah, you also were sitting in an air conditioner almost all day long. You even said this morning when you got up, you were like, and you totally understood what I've been complaining about this week.
We got this new fan though, and last night in the middle of the this tells you the difference this new fan we got anyway makes. Last night in the middle of the night.
We bought one yesterday, so then we decided to go buy another one today.
Right.
After sundown.
You have to specify that because the haters are like, oh, they went and bought on Shabbat. No, we didn't. Waited till sundown and then we went.
What time? It was probably like 4 a.m.
What?
4. It was probably around 4.
No, I don't know. I don't remember what. Sometime in the middle of the night, she was like, I'm kind of cold. I need a blanket. I'm like, are you serious? We haven't been sleeping with blankets on for a better part of a month. And then she gets this new fan and she's like, I need a blanket.
I was cold.
But then at 10 o'clock this morning, I woke up and I'm like, ugh, it's hot. It's sticky at 10 a.m.
It was really, well, it was even before then though. Around 6, 7 o'clock is when it starts. Around 6, 7 o'clock is when it starts to get warm. I mean,
the problem with window units, BJ, is they're expensive and you don't get a lot of coverage for the amount of money. I mean, to buy window units to make sure, like, to keep the living room cool, to keep our bedroom cool, and to like keep Eli's room cool, we might as well just go ahead and at that point just spend a little extra and actually get the whole unit fixed. I mean, honestly, we could probably spend $1,000 in window units. And it's probably going to cost, in the electric bill, it's probably going to cost just as much. They're not nearly as efficient as having the forced air unit.
Here's the other thing. It's just what it is. And honestly, though, it doesn't matter because you didn't want to talk about that on our show. So we have too many hate people. Okay. Haters. Unless you want me to bring it up.
I don't remember what it was you were talking about. Whisper in my ear.
No. Here's the deal. Like, I'm not joking when I say, like, we pretty much live paycheck to paycheck. And we don't do a lot of extra stuff. So to go out and invest in a $200, the cheapest I found is $136 units. That doesn't cover that much space, so it would just... It was
150 square feet.
So we would literally just put it in our bedroom, and then Eli would be in our bedroom sleeping because that's just it. Yeah,
which is fine during the week, but when I'm home on the weekend, that's you can't be in there.
Anyways, it's just it doesn't make sense to buy a unit when we need to just save to get the whole thing fixed.
Right.
And so.
A window unit would just be an expensive Band-Aid when it's better just to treat the wound.
I'll just deal with it for now, I guess. But I will say that our friends have came together and have been helping us.
Our friends got to get when we thought that it was just going to be $300 to $500 to get recharge to be up and going. A bunch of our friends came together and they got that money together for us. That way we could get it done now versus later. Only to find out that it's going to cost a lot more than we thought because it's a bigger problem than we thought it was. So, yeah. So now we're like, oh, well, we have to tough it out longer. But we have a good start on what we need. But, I mean, I think probably more likely what's going to happen is I'm just going to go to the bank and see if I can get a small construction loan to, pay for a new unit. Because one guy I talked to said that our Arvest, the local bank, they do that sort of thing. So we're looking at Papa Pepper's got to go. He's got to wake up at 2 a.m. and drive to Wisconsin. Bye, Kevin. Love you. Drive safe tomorrow. I'm heading to Blytheville, Arkansas tomorrow, but that won't be till tomorrow afternoon. So you'll be out most of the way to Wisconsin by the time I leave. But anyway, so we've got a good head start on what we need, but I'll probably just go to the bank, be like, hey, we've got this much towards this problem, and can we get a loan to get the rest, to get it all taken care of and get ourselves cooled off again. So yeah. So but we were told, because we have a 2.5 ton unit, we were told we'd probably be better off just get a 3 ton unit. So I'm gonna talk to the guy tomorrow or Monday, find out what it would cost for a 3 ton unit, and out the door, everything installed, what's it going to cost, and get an idea for that. So,
but here's the thing: is our friends did set up an AC fund thing for us, and so if you want to help with that, just get a hold of me or get a hold of Gina Woodson. So we won't say no to help, but we don't expect anybody to do it either. So, but we appreciate everything that everybody's done so far. It's very, very humbling for sure. I think I've cried every time. Every time.
I never cry.
He's full of baloney.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, for me, I mean, I'm glad we've got friends that are helping, but at the same time, for me, like, my struggle is, it's like, I feel like I'm not living up to what I'm supposed to be doing. But at the same time, I have to tell myself that this is a part of being a family. This is a part of having a tribe, that we take care of each other. We help each other out, and there's people that, that we've helped out, and, when somebody needs help, I don't think twice about it. I jump to help somebody out. So I need to remember that, because I'm the type.
He's got to put his pride to the side a little bit.
It's
okay to say that.
I don't. But to me, I don't look at it as pride. Because I look at it.
You're a man.
But the thing is, it's like, okay, I'm not here. Maybe if I was here every day, yes, I'd be like, oh God, we need to get this fixed. This is horrible. But at the same time,
no, y'all, there would be no maybe. He would totally be like, the first day, honey, no. Because every weekend he's like, oh, I get to go back to my truck because it's hot.
But we did off grid.
Listen, I'm not
did off grid before, but the deal was, before we had shade on one side of our RV, our trailer.
Here's the deal.
No,
there's
here.
Mostly adults in here, or whatever adults. Okay, so adult relations ain't happening because it's too hot. Just saying.
What you talking about? This stuff been happening.
It's too hot. And it's sticky and it's wet, and you get out of the shower and you're instantly hot and sticky because it's humid.
I'm just gonna drink my water. I'm not saying nothing.
There's no thing that is not talked about on the Cassie and Dustin show.
Or the whoa! Hold up here. What? Whose show is this? Whose show is this? It's the Dustin and Cassie show. Get it right.
You know that I make this show. I've already had people message me and say that my facial expressions to you is totally why they watch.
Yeah. So we need to put your name first?
No, your man's name always goes first.
But it's not
But we
alphabetically
really know
correct.
how this works.
It's not alphabetically correct by one letter.
Go get ready for bed.
Anyway, ouch, my foot itches.
The dishes in the dishwasher need to be put away.
Maybe y'all should maybe y'all should hang out on the truck for a little while.
Hey, I'm all about that. I really am. And we need to get me to be able to go with them.
Shit, you have to have paperwork
Go
to ride on the
okay,
truck.
stop reading. Go unload the dishwasher
You have to have
so they
paperwork
can
filed
load
with your
it up
company for like I had to have paperwork filed with the company for her to be able to ride on the truck with me. Same for Eli or anybody else. Because basically, like if I was to get stopped by a DOT officer or if I was to get pulled into a weigh station and I have somebody on the truck with me, I need to be able to show that yes, I'm authorized to have that person on the truck with me because of all the sex trafficking and things like that goes on. What? If the truck is a rocking, the wind is really blowing. That's what. If the truck is a rocking, the wind is really blowing. That's what it. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I have to have documentation to show she can be on the truck because otherwise, literally, they would say nope, she can't be on the truck, like DOT, and I'd have to leave her. Of course, I wouldn't. I'd just park there. But yeah, so. But the problem is, and we didn't have this issue back then. I don't know if it's the trucks now have the smaller bunks in them or what, but my bed in my truck is not big enough for the two of us to sleep next to each other.
The problem is that when we first got married and when I went on the road with you, we were we
cuddled
like this. Now we have a California king size bed, and I'm like, get on your side.
Well, okay, I wish I would have took a picture this morning though, because this morning when I woke up, she was cuddled up to me this morning when I woke up and I climbed out of bed. She didn't move from her position. Literally, we were only sleeping on half of our bed, the other side of the bed on her side, nothing on it, because she's over on my side of the bed, cuddled up to me. So I'm like, I looked at this morning, I'm like, we can sleep on a twin because we totally just were.
I only sleep with them for 2 days, y'all. Anyways, did y'all miss us?
Marcy said shower. Our shower's not. I would love to plug it on there. Our shower's not big enough. We got one of those. I mean, it's only like this wide.
Literally, I have to open the door to wash my legs.
We have a big garden tub, but even that we don't hardly ever use.
We need to pull it out and make a shower.
I would love to do that. I would love to pull the garden tub out and make that whole section a nice shower.
Or we just need to trade this in and get a double wide.
I would like that
build
idea.
A house.
I like that idea too. Double wide or build a house. I'd prefer to build a house, but if we can trade this in towards a bigger house, I'd be okay with that.
Says her shower in the RV is bigger than ours.
Yes, that is true. That is totally true. The shower in Gina's RV is bigger than the shower in the shower in the master bedroom of our house. We have the other shower in the other house, or the other end of the house, but we don't ever use that. We don't like that one.
I took a shower in there when Scott was here, because our friends of ours came from Louisiana. They sold their house and they bought an RV or a camper, and they're going to travel around. And so they came here first and hung out, and he actually fixed my bathroom for me. He went in and painted the ceilings and he did Eli's floor. We finally got Eli's room mostly done. Eli's in his room now. All we got left to do is the trim. And
I think everybody in here is on Facebook and probably seen the pictures.
Yeah. So we got that mostly done. But I used that bathroom while Scott was in my room doing stuff, painting and stuff in the bathroom. And I literally had to leave that bathroom and go to Eli's room to get dressed and stuff because I got super claustrophobic in there. Because it was like closed and the door was closed, and it's just that's even like a small space. It's a small bathroom, and I couldn't stay in there anymore. I guess I'm used to our bathroom being so open.
That bathroom has a bigger shower, but it's a smaller bathroom, whereas here we have a bigger bathroom and a smaller shower.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to have that garden tub out of there and actually have a shower built on that side.
We've been looking at some different double wides, manufactured stuff, whatever. We've been looking at different places, and we found one that we really liked their shower.
Is that the Farmstead one or a different one?
I think it was a different one. Okay, good night, honey.
I'm going to keep the dishwasher.
No, it needs to be done tonight. Nope, it needs to be done tonight. That's on your list. No. No. Go do that. So,
You don't need an attitude readjustment, do you? Did you know this look change on his face?
anyways. So that's been what's been going on
What
here.
was I going to talk about before, or what was I starting to talk about
I don't know.
when you jumped to what John asked? Do you remember?
Nope.
Can somebody rewind and go back and see what it was? No, just kidding.
Apparently it wasn't important.
It's always important. Oh, I remember. What?
Still not washing.
What is going on with the dishwasher? We just bought that thing.
Dad, you know what? Oh, it's not drying right, and I know why.
Why?
Because you have it on air dry, not heat.
I didn't change the settings. I don't know why it's on that. Anyway, okay, I remember what I was going to talk about. We haven't used our AC this year. We haven't had any summer. It's been raining every day. But you're in Canada. You don't need the AC up there.
But see, like, this is my issue.
Canada has a summer.
If we had windows on that side of the house,
we could get a cross breeze.
we could get a cross breeze, and I'd be like, whatever. I would deal with it. But we can't. There's no windows. And there's no shade. Literally, like, there's no shade on our house at all. The sun comes up over there, and it is literally up all day on our house until it goes behind the mountain at like 7 o'clock or 7:30. So it's up on the house
how bad is it?
by 7, and I'll wash the dishes when I'm done.
So, talking about the little
Okay, go get in
S10,
bed.
the little S10 that could earlier.
No.
That's what we were talking about.
No.
Good night. Love you. Have a good attitude going to bed, okay? You don't want to go to bed with a grumpy attitude. Love you. Your shirt's on backwards. Did you say yes, it is? Yeah. I noticed the V on his shirt was in the back. I'm like, your shirt's on backwards. And he goes, no, it's not. Yes, it is. So back to the little S10 that could. The Crosses, the family that's staying on our property in a tent out here, they decided to start cleaning up an area in the corner of our woods that closest to our house to kind of make a little shaded area where people could sit.
That we can't go back there and sit because it's loaded with poison
It's got poison ivy. But they started cleaning that up. Well, there's a big dead tree, like big dead tree. And it's got some big branches that come out over the area. So like Michael's like, we need to get this one branch out of there. So they hooked a rope up to it, and we tied it up to the back of my S10 to try to pull the branch to break it. Well, we broke a lot of it, but the rope broke before the branch broke. So I was like,
Didn't you do a video on it?
We did, but I haven't actually made a video. I was going to tell them about it. So you could pull up a video if you wanted to. No, show it. So we decided to use the Russian method of removing a dead tree branch from a tree. And the Russian method is you use an AK-47.
And he wanted his wife to record it.
To film it. But she didn't want to. She started recording part of it.
Well, I started to. And then I was like, I really don't feel safe being this close to you. And so I handed the phone to Michael. And I'm glad I did, because I probably would have killed him, y'all. Michael got ricocheted.
No. Not ricochet. You think ricochet, you're thinking the bullet ricocheted. No, bark or wood flying off of the dead tree hit Michael in the head.
It literally made his head bleed. If that would have happened to me, I would have went over
bled
and
any more than
punched you.
he nicked his head shaving.
I don't care.
It didn't bleed that much.
If it made his head bleed, you know good and very well that I
used the gun and shot the tree branch right where it meets the tree and broke it enough to where the branch came down and was touching the ground, and then we were able to yank it off of the tree then. So that was kind of cool. I have video of that. I just haven't got around to putting it together. So I think I might do that, see if YouTube bans it or not, because it's a gun video.
It probably will. They probably will.
Oh, well. Won't be the first video of mine that they banned. Anyway.
Is there anything anybody wants us to talk about?
So for those not watching the live comments who might be watching this video later on, Gina just said, if it hit Michael's forehead, it would have hit you in the boobs.
Boobies.
Boobies. Sorry, boobies.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so then you wouldn't even have felt it.
It would have bruised them.
No, it would not have. It's cushion. They're bouncy. Or just ping, bump straight off. No big deal.
Shut up. Oh my goodness.
Anyways. So yeah, that was kind of cool. We got to use it. I used a gun to get a tree branch out of a tree. That was a lot of fun.
Bags under my eyes.
What is this? Is that bags under my eyes too? Oh, so getting 4 hours of sleep. Was it? Yeah, 4 hours. Thursday night, I only got like 4 hours of sleep. I didn't fall asleep till 2 a.m. I was in Springfield, Missouri, and when I got there, the place was packed. All the normal parking spots were taken, and they have a row where all the fuel lines are, and then off of that, there's like a double row of like 6 spots where trucks can park. And then they have a big parking lot area past that where there's no parking spots. Well, when the place fills up and that's where you have to shut down, people just start continuing out into that parking lot. So that's where I was parked out at the end out there, about one of the last spots you could park in without blocking somebody else from being able to get out. And so I planned to go to bed earlier in the night, and then a friend of mine messaged me at like midnight to tell me some really good news. Basically, he's been looking into Torah observance, and
thanks for clarifying, Gina.
He's looking into Torah observance, and he basically messaged me to tell me that he had a really awesome weekend at a Torah observant men's retreat this past weekend, and that him and his family are now starting into Torah observance and living their life that way. So I was like, all super excited. I'm like, I want to jump up and do a dance in my truck, but I'm like, I'm not going to because it's midnight, and the truck don't need to be rocking when I'm in there by myself, you know. So I just laid in bed, was all excited and super happy and whatnot. And so like I couldn't fall asleep. I was just like so excited for him and for his family and whatnot. And so it was like 2 a.m.
If you say and whatnot one more time, I'm gonna hit you.
Not what? Gina said it and whatnot.
I said don't say.
Gina said it. I was just reading what she wrote. It's right there. But Gina's really, or Cassie's really tall. Michael, not so much. So, so Thursday night, Friday morning. So I went to bed at 2 a.m. Friday morning. I had to get up at 6:30. Well, 6:15 on the side of my truck. I jump up out of bed. There's a Flying J guy. He's like, "Hey, I need you to go find a parking spot." Because I'm out in the middle of a parking lot and there's all kinds of parking spots, you know. You told her not to say it?
No, I told you not to say it anymore.
Oh.
Whoops. Never mind. It's an inside thing. Doesn't matter.
Or whatnot? Okay. And so anyways, I'm like, well, I'm not going back to sleep now. So then Friday, I had to drive from Springfield up to basically the west side of St. Louis, then back down again. So I was up yesterday from 6:15 in the morning until 2 a.m. this morning. Was it we went to bed? 2:30 this morning?
After 2 because
2:30 this morning. So
we took
on 4.5 hours of sleep.
And he had a whole
Lots
pot
of coffee. Lots of coffee. And we had some friends over last night. And we played cards and had
cheesecake.
Had dinner. Fajitas, cheese dip.
Good night, Marcy.
Night, Marcy. We should just go to sleep too. Buenas noches. That means see you tomorrow.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I skipped Spanish. I remember Buenas noches, Buenas tardes. I don't remember. Yeah.
Oh, Blanco.
Anyway, what did you say? Stop yawning.
Blanco means white.
Negro means black, and
rojo
is red.
Rojo is red. Yeah.
Azul is blue. I can't remember. When I was in Mexico, we played Slug Bug, but you had to say it in the Spanish colors. I remember Blanco, Negro, Azul, Rojo. I don't remember what yellow and green were. A verde? Verde is green. Yep. Buenas noches is good night. What's Buenas tardes?
Good morning.
No, that would be
or good afternoon. Good lovin'.
Good lovin'. No,
I'm just saying words.
Lovin' is a
good
more.
Afternoon.
Buenas tardes is good afternoon. What's good? What's morning? I'm trying to think what morning is.
She's trying to go to bed.
Oh. Well, give us Spanish lessons before you go to bed. John's out too. The boys wake us up too early. Good night, John.
Good night.
Buenos dias. I thought Dios was God. No, that's Dios. Vaya con Dios. Go with God. Buenos dias.
All right.
Buenos dias, buenas noches, buenas tardes.
We should wrap this baby up. I need to go take a shower. I played volleyball tonight.
We're going to wrap this baby. Oh, that's our microphone. Don't do that. Mouse.
That's not baby either.
Wrap it up.
We need to have another baby or two.
Cradle it. Anyway.
I need a little girl.
Yeah, we need two.
Life.
We need two. We need to have twins. A little girl and a little boy. We can have
so that we can have one more and be done.
Boy and girl twins.
One more pregnancy and be done.
Name them Jesse and Jessica.
He's lost his mind.
Yeah, no.
Listen,
Rio.
Gina,
that's
you
yellow.
Gina, you will be there when I have babies. And if you let him name our children Jesse and Jesse, I will kill you.
Won't be Jesse and Jesse.
I will kill him.
Jesse and Jessica. Jesse and Jessica.
I will kill the both of you if you let him do that.
Whoops. Sorry. Do you honestly want to be a single parent with two newborn twins?
Yeah, if you call them Jesse and Jessica.
I won't do that.
You know better.
Bob and Barbara.
All right, so
Robert and Roxanne.
That is a wrap for the Dustin and
Acidophilus. Hey, Steven showed up just as we're getting ready to leave. We're an hour in. Steven shows up. Acidophilus.
Listen, this is okay. So I'm going to say this on the video so there's proof. If we have a girl,
good night. I'm ending the stream.
Will be Hannah Grace.
Hannah means grace.
I know that.
So her name meaning will be double grace.
Yep.
And if we have a son,
his name will be Silas Robert.
Silas Robert. Unless we decide we don't like the name Silas anymore. We haven't looked up the meaning of the name Silas.
Oh, I don't know what the meaning means.
We should look that up. All I know about Silas is he was a traveling companion of Paul. So anyway, she's going to look that up. We're going to end the show because we're
now we need to say what the meaning is.
Oh.
Of the forest, God of trees and forests. In the Bible, Silas was a missionary companion of Paul and Timothy.
Latin baby names by baby names. Latin baby names, the meaning of the name of the forest. God of trees and forests? I don't like it if it's a false God's name.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I'd look deep. What I would do is I would go and look up the name Silas in the Blue Letter Bible and see what it says about it. Why don't we do that? Does anybody know a verse off the top of your head where it talks about Silas?
Somewhere where
What'd Steven say? I'll go back and watch tomorrow. Okay. Silas in the Bible. We're doing Google right now. Live.
Here's some information for who is Silas in the New Testament.
Acts 15:22. He's first mentioned in Acts 15:22. So we're going to go to Blue Letter Bible. Blue Letter Bible.
I have wanted the name Hannah. There's a bug crawling around. We were reading scripture as we were going, and we were reading Samuel, and the story of Hannah came up. And I remember we were driving down.
Here it says Silas means woody. So I guess of the forest would be.
We were driving down, and I started bawling, reading the story of Hannah. And I was like, if I ever have a daughter, her name will be Hannah because it relates to me. Gina.
No, we won't be calling him Woody. It'll be Silas or Cy for short.
Who told me? There was somebody told. Who was it? Was it Gina or was it Julie?
Told you what?
Something was said the other day about a diaper, a pull-up or something. Gina, was it you? We were talking about a pull-up, and they had the Toy Story pull-ups, and they had Woody on the front and Buzz Lightyear on the back. And,
hey, Nate's on.
And the kid touched.
I was talking about you a little bit ago, Nate.
And the kid kept touching his front, saying, I love Woody.
Oh my gosh. Nate, I was just telling people how Thursday night I didn't fall asleep until 2 a.m. because of the information you shared. Because the information you shared with me at midnight, I was so excited I couldn't fall asleep. And then I had to get up at 6:30 in the morning.
I love my Woody. That's what it was. He kept grabbing the front of his pull-up saying, I love my Woody, because Woody was on the front and Buzz Lightyear was on the back.
Why?
Whoever designed those is stupid.
But yeah, so I only got 4.5 hours of sleep, or not even maybe 4.5 hours of sleep Thursday night, and I was up all day yesterday and didn't go to bed until 2 a.m. It's okay. I want to tomorrow afternoon sometime. I want to hear how your conversation went with your kids, or we're actually getting ready to end the show. Buffering stinks. I don't smell anything.
I don't know. My wife and I met with our 4 kids, and it was great.
Awesome. Good to hear. Good deal. You're very welcome. So call me tomorrow. I want to hear details. I told him I wish I could be a fly on the wall so I could have been there and witnessed the whole thing. Why is that fly on the wall crying? That's what it would have been.
You're so nosy.
It's not nosy. It's just, I was hoping and praying it would be a great time for this family. And I'm thinking about if that was me in that scenario, I'd want to,
How old are his kids?
He has 2 kids that are out of the house and 2 kids that are teenagers, late teenagers. So they're old enough to make their own decisions.
So are they on board?
I'm guessing I said it went great. I'm guessing
that doesn't mean they're on board. That just means that they could be like, okay, we understand you're doing that, but that's not for us. 21, 19, 17, and 15.
Well, the 17 and the 15-year-olds ain't got no choice at this point, right? They can cry for.
Good.
Awesome. Good deal.
That's awesome.
Keep praying for the doors to be flung wide open. So anyway, we are going to call it quits. It's 11:30 at
we
night.
We got to shower.
We got to take some cold showers and go to sleep. I got to get up tomorrow and try to mow the lawn.
We know ain't nothing else happening.
Stop talking like that. Jeez.
I need to go to bed. This is what happens.
She needs to take a cold shower, I think, what she really needs to do. But hey, Gina, can we come use your shower? Your shower is bigger than ours.
Oh my goodness.
Good night, Nate. Good night, Gina. Marcy left. I know. John left.
We have a tendency to
Rambo at the end. Gina said sure.
Not Rambo, but we have a tendency. We're too blunt.
That's okay. Okay, folks. it's been a great night. We're glad to be back. I don't know if we're gonna be back next week or not. Hopefully I can get the other insurance stuff knocked out that I need to do, and then we will.
Well, I don't know if we will be because we have been going. Oh, she's right there.
Oh, Cindy's still on. And so
We've
is
been
Chrissy.
going for weeks now, every weekend, and so we said next weekend we're just.
Yeah, last weekend we went to. Now we're gonna tell another story. Last weekend we went to Ponca, Arkansas. Some people that we know online from Tyler, Texas area
Right?
were
I'm
up
gonna go sleep on our
here.
couch.
And they were gonna go kayaking on the Buffalo, but it was
But here's a
It
cool
was too
story
low.
with that whole situation. Okay, so 2 years ago, we won't go into a bunch of details, but 2 years ago, Dustin, state with some. Oh, I guess I'll be going to Bentonville next weekend. So on Sunday. So anyways, so this couple that we went and saw last weekend, a couple of years ago, Dustin got into a disagreement with them online.
because they were new to Torah, and she was like me when I was first new to Torah.
Everybody comes into Torah and they're like, well, not everybody, because I was not like that, but a lot of people come into Torah that have big personalities and they're like, boom, 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 boom with everybody. Like they
I was like, we were lied to by the church. I need to tell everybody we're lied to. They need to know the truth, So get the word out there, and then you become jaded towards the church and towards Christians.
Terrorist.
Yeah, I hate using that term, but that's the truth. And I could see that this woman was going down the same road that I did. So I reached out to her. I'm like, look, I understand your zeal. I understand your passion, but you're going about it the wrong way. And I told her how I had close to 100 Christian friends that I'd known for close to 2 decades that I could not talk to most any of them because they would not listen to me because of my approach of how I went about things out of hate instead of love, of hate for the lies I was taught versus trying to reach them with love. And I tried to tell her, look, you need to change your approach. Don't be making these hate-filled posts. And she didn't like what I had to say. And then
which you wouldn't have either when you were in that mode. You wouldn't have either. So she didn't do. I mean, she was wrong, but she wasn't wrong. She took it the wrong way, but
she wasn't ready to hear what I had to say.
She wasn't ready because she was still in that mode, which is the same way that he was when he started. And so I think it's just a process. But anyhow, they hadn't talked. They literally they had gotten to an argument. They blocked each other. Like her husband blocked you.
They blocked me. I didn't block them.
Yeah, they blocked you. Well, then Zach had his sign up for Sukkot, and
it was before the sign up though, because Gina had said she was trying to get them signed up for. Be able to get them to come to Sukkot. And I'm like,
yeah,
really? Them?
Well,
because I hadn't talked to them,
And so Gina messaged them and said, you guys realize that Zach and Dustin are pretty much best friends, and that we go to that Sukkot. And they said, yeah. And so they messaged you, and you guys talked it out, and then it was all good. Literally, okay, sorry, no hard feelings, whatever. And so
Ryan messaged me and talked every single day after that for a week and a half, and it's we're really good friends, So they were coming up here, and I'm like, dude, you guys are coming up here. I want to meet before Sukkot. So we drove out there and hung out with them for the day. They've got 2 little boys, just the cutest little things. We got there, they come running up to us, introduced themselves, shook our hands, introduced themselves to our son and all that, and we hung out with them and made shish kebabs. And then we went to the river and we went swimming and had a good time.
But we spent the entire day on Saturday with him. And the day before, I actually had Eli was sick, and so it wasn't good. And so I didn't get much sleep. And then we hung out with him all day. And then you left on Sunday. And then the week before that was the camp out. And so we had people over, and we've just been busy. And so we agreed that next Saturday was just
us.
So we weren't going to do anything. We were just going to chill.
We'll probably go down to the creek and take Max and go hang out in the water there for at least an hour or 2.
And then Walker's swimming is next week. So
we'll try to get some sleep and all the.
Yeah. We got to hook that other fan up. We didn't pull it out yet.
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short.
Good night, everybody. We love you all. Thank you for tuning in. We might see you next week. Probably not. We'll see how it goes. If not, we'll catch up with you whenever.
In a couple weeks.
In a couple weeks. For sure, by August, we'll be back up live doing them every single week
Guess
again.
what?
So
That's in like after next week.
by the end of August. Yeah, I'll extend it 4 weeks. But by the end of August. Okay. Good night, everybody. Love you. See you next week. Hope you had a great Shabbat. Maybe see you next week. I don't know, I keep saying that. We're probably going to be on.
We'll see you next week.
It might be a short show.
We'll be back.
Back in the day, we used to do shows only like 15, 20 minutes long. They weren't
I
live.
know.
Now we go an hour and 15 minutes.
I know. Because you can't.
Say good night, Cassie.
Good night, Cassie.
Bye, Felicia.